order.
Right.
Regular village board meeting, Monday, October 13th, 2025. Do the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stacy, will you call the roll?
Mayor Leo,
Here.
Trustee Bowden, Trustee Hudson,
Here.
Trustee Richards, Trustee Sandberg,
Here.
Trustee Sluse. Here. Trustee Sturba.
Here.
Have any public comments? On to the consent agenda. We approve the minutes of the September 22nd, 2025 regular village board meeting. Approve the minutes of the September 22nd, 2025 executive session. Approve payroll and accounts payable for the period ending September 27th. Payroll is $73,325.73. Accounts payable for the period ending October 10th, 2025. General fund, $108,935.35. Capital improvement fund, $509,618.39. Business Development District Fund, $427,120.85. TIF 1 Fund, $1,060.25. TIF 2 Fund, $4,759.75, for a total of $1,051,494.59. Does anybody want anything removed or any questions? Moving on to staff and committee reports.
Motion to approve.
I'm sorry. Motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion Sturba, second Sluse.
Trustee Hudson,
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg,
Yes.
Trustee Sluse. Yes. Trustee Sturba.
Yes.
Now moving on to committee, staff and committee reports, starting with Troy.
A couple of things I want to update everyone on. Peatones, two of Peatone's bridges are due for inspection this year. So right now they're on a 4-year cycle. IDOT requires they be inspected. So Corning and Ridgeland bridges, they're going to be inspected sometime this week by they're called Gonzalez companies, who they specialize in bridge inspections. So we're just coordinating the work. So if you see someone out there, they're doing their regular IDOT inspection and reporting.
Good.
Another thing I want to update people on was the West Street reconstruction project. So this is it's a federally funded project, but not all the federal funding has come through yet. So the village applied for federal funding the last 4 years, so it's a 2-year cycle. And both times the construction funding landed on a contingency list. So we plan on reapplying again this winter when it's due. I think it's due in December. And hopefully we'll get some construction funding, but it probably is still might not come through till like 2030 or beyond based on their current program. However, the design engineering funding, that was approved, so that's already started. We're just kind of working on it slowly because we have to keep it active in IDOT size. So that's this federally funded project. It's an 80-20 split for the village.
Okay.
So we'll be working on it slowly and hoping the construction funding comes through.
Very good. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Bob?
As Troy informed you of the two bridges that Peatone owns, they're 4-year cycle, she filled you in on. So, couple updates is leaf collection starts next week, the 20th, on Monday. That'll run to December 1st. We'll have something on the Facebook page and the website. We're in the final weeks of branch pickup. So that'll end I believe the 27th is the last, that'll be the south side pickup. So there's one more for the north side. Yes. So, that's what I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Bob. And Chief?
I'll have more details in my actual official report, but we got a grant for opioids for around 70-some thousand with, and it's the flock cameras. So I met with the flock camera lady via Zoom, and we set up where we're gonna watch the flocks tomorrow at our meeting with the mayor and the village administrator. I'm gonna show where I'm suggesting we put the new flock cameras. With the implementation of that, I gotta talk to one of our business owners to see if we can use one of their poles, and I gotta talk to Bob to see if he'll let me use one of his poles to power them in the downtown area. I think he'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you the maps and everything like that at the next board meeting. And then also Friday I'm going for my Chiefs conference, so I will be out for a couple days there.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nick?
Just a couple things. I know the mayor's gonna comment on these too maybe, but 528 Schrader is no more. It's, some days I have to rub my eyes and make sure it's real, but it's gone. I will say, working with the owner over the past few months, whatever I've heard in the past, it's much more collaborative and cooperative, so that came down last week. BNF came out and inspected, this is kind of obligatory inspection, that the building is down and the debris is gone, and now the next step will be for the foundation to be inspected. And the owner at this point, and has been planning to, if the foundation's good, to build new on top of that. If for some reason the foundation's bad, then he'll have to choose to redo the foundation, but his hope is to build. I know there were some comments in public about why would he do that or whatever. I mean, he owns the property, he wants to build, and he's building a building down the street. So that's all good stuff, and it's just great to have that building gone. The other thing I thought Bob was gonna mention, but I'm gonna mention for him, you may notice outside Village Hall, we did some tuck pointing, which was a minor project, but still needed. The north side of the building, some of the bricks were crumbling. So they've fixed that up, patched some of the sidewalk. It was very low cost, but it definitely improved and made our ramp more passable for people who need the ramp, less trip hazards and things like that. So that's good work there. The other announcement this week, the Planning and Zoning Commission has not met much in the last year or so, but they're planning to meet this Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and it's gonna be more of a workshop discussion of the overlay district, which has been a long time coming and through iterations, but the hope is to have a working session this month and then potentially a formal published hearing next month so that it can move to the full board ultimately for approval. And on a parallel track would be the facade improvement program. So by 2026, we'd hopefully have both of those in place and ready to go. And then just the last thing, I mean, just to kind of keep you abreast of this, I mean, the mayor and I continue to have conversations with potential businesses. We have some good prospects, but they're still working through the economics and just some other issues, whether the space works, the property works, whether they can make it work with all their costs. But hopefully we can talk more publicly about those in the coming months, but they're ongoing and we're hopeful, so that's it. Thanks.
Very good. My comments, as Nick just mentioned, we finally had some resolution on 528 Schroeder. It's been demoed and is ready for foundation inspection. Many people have been involved over the several years to get to this point. Our trustees, Nick, our administrator, our attorneys. We finally pushed this across the goal line. I've met with the owner, who is in completion stages of the building across the street from 528. He gave me a tour, and the building he's doing some exceptional work. He's put in some quality materials, and he plans on doing the same thing on the 528 site. I also want to congratulate Stacy. She was awarded her certificate from the Municipal Clerks of Illinois Institute in recognition of her completing her 3-year professional education program. Very good, Stacy. I'd also like to congratulate Ed Nelson for getting an award of merit for his work in preserving the history of Peatone and the Rathje Mill from the Visit Chicago Southland organization. Very good. And coming up in our meeting tonight, we're going to be talking about sidewalks. We hope to get a lot done this year and many more in the next coming year. Lastly, Aqua sent us a letter. Says, Dear Mayor and Village of Peatone board members, we are reaching out to inform you that Aqua has completed our monthly year-long sample testing following the source water switch. We'd like to extend our sincere thanks for the community's participation in the essential testing initiative. Your involvement was crucial in ensuring that we continue to provide the highest quality water, and we appreciate your cooperation throughout the process. Peatone's water source switch has enhanced the quality, taste, and reliability of the water you depend on every day. This has been an important milestone for us, and we are grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Moving forward, we will continue to sample, but the sampling will now occur on an annual basis. By continuing to participate, your community will play a vital role in ensuring that we maintain the highest quality water and service. Sincerely, Dave Carter, the President of Aqua. Moving on, there's no old business, so moving on to new business. Item D, we're going to approve the payout number 5, final payout for Iroquois Paving Corporation for the Downtown Streetscape Project in the amount of $424,428.10. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion Sturba, second Stanberg.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Item E, approve a payout number 2 partial to Iroquois Paving Corporation for the Conrad Storm Sewer Project in the amount of $327,669.08. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Second.
Motion Hudson, second Sturba.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Item F, approve a payout number 1 partial to Iroquois Paving Corporation for the East Crawford Street MFT resurfacing project in the amount of $169,502.39. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion
Second.
Sturba, second Hudson.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
This will be resolution 25-R-19, resolution waiving competitive bidding and approving contract to Davis Concrete Construction for the Village of Peatone's 2025 sidewalk removal and replacement program in an amount not to exceed $41,940. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion Sturba,
Second.
second Sluse.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes. Did you want to say something?
Well, I was just gonna explain why we're doing the waiving competitive bidding.
Sure, go ahead.
So this is in the memo, the board memo, but because this exceeds $30,000 and we didn't do a sealed bid, which some people may say, well, what's the difference? But it's a sealed bid is like we do for the big, Robinson handles those. We have a bid process and have them come in and open the bids. This is a smaller project, but still $41,000. And so I just want anyone in the public to know, we did get quotes, we did get 4 quotes, and they range from $41,940 to up to $73,500. So 4 different bidders bid. we had targeted 3,000 square feet of sidewalk, and so it was done through an actual bid document. So this is not uncommon. Communities do waive competitive bidding for projects like these. But it's not that we're just awarding it to one contractor. There are 4 bids. And it wasn't in a compressed time frame. In the future, we'll probably try to get this fleshed out earlier in the year and bid it out, and we can decide if we want to do a full sealed bid process, but that has additional costs sometimes. And so this is cost effective, and just, I did get a few questions, consulting with Public Works Manager. Previous years, we've budgeted a similar amount of money in our budget, but we think we're getting a pretty competitive price for the work we're getting done. So we're confident in this amount. Like I say, this is budgeted in this year's budget for these dollars, so.
I'd like to add one more thing. My property was also on that list of getting the sidewalk improved, and I don't think my sidewalks in that bad a shape in my neighborhood. I've walked the neighborhood, and I've sent in some addresses I thought maybe could use instead of me. I'd rather have my linear footage go to them, because obviously I think it's worse than mine. So I just wanna make that statement clear, if we can work that out through this.
Are they doing the sidewalk, your neighbor's sidewalk though?
No,
Oh, they are, okay.
no. I looked into that to see if it was like one long adjoining sidewalk. So if we can find something else to take care of the linear footage, I'd rather have the linear footage go to that project. You know, somebody that's in more need than my particular spot. I don't know if they were just thinking of doing particular streets, cause then everybody's in an area,
Right.
but walking, it's close.
So trustee Sandberg did email me over the weekend, and we did talk. And I mean, we can probably remove his sidewalk and go to another sidewalk, but the list, we did present the list at committee, and that list had evolved because it was limited to a couple areas in town, and Bob and his staff went back and looked, and we targeted areas throughout the town, so all areas of town will see some work. I mean, 41,000 only goes so far, but still, there are different parts of town. So we will try to reallocate that, but the only caution of more changes than that is we did include the list. I confirmed that today with the bidders, and so I don't want to change the scope necessarily. I mean, I think we told them 3,000 square feet, so they're probably using that. I'm not sure they were checking individual sections to see, you know, can we go a little more here, a little less, but that's where I think in the future, having a more robust list that's kind of an ongoing list is gonna be helpful, so that we have plenty of time for people to say, I mean, there's lots of sidewalks in town that need work, and we know that, so that's why we're hoping to continue this program. I know the mayor's made it a big priority to keep going, so.
I was just gonna piggyback off that.
Come on. And I definitely wanna see the sidewalk program continue, for sure.
Yeah,
If you're gonna
I
say,
mean,
Bob, come up here just because they can hear better.
Yeah.
to the mic.
as a whole, the assessment I did, this is just literally a portion of what, you know, this is gonna take years to do. So it's just a start. There has been sidewalks over the years, but overall, yeah, we really have to address it moving forward. Maybe even bigger and better, or something in that regard. So, yeah, Nick's right though, this is just kickstarting it, hopefully it keeps going, so.
I'd love to see it keep going, and
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I just feel there's other places maybe,
Well-
if it works, it works, if it don't, then.
it comes to though, trustee Sandberg, is if the sidewalk is bad there, I see what you're saying, you jump over to here, but if you're in the area, you might as well do what's in front of you, does that make sense?
No, I get it.
Kind of thing?
I mean, I noticed that over on Bonnie Lane too, where you've got some sidewalks are worse, and you're doing quite a few over in that area. But, I mean, how do you really jump over them if you're there, you know? I mean, it just doesn't look that good, so.
Well,
I mean,
I just,
I mean, I don't have a problem with you getting a new sidewalk.
no. You know, but I also see other sidewalks
Right,
on
I
that
understand what you're
street
saying.
that, and I could walk my street and point some out.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
added a lot more in the east side of town that weren't in the original list, so we were sympathetic
Well,
to
the
the
east
push.
side's the oldest, so.
Right, right, and that's
So
why we
sidewalks are
added.
gonna be the worst.
This is gonna take some years to do.
Yeah, I mean, also, note on here for anybody that's watching or, that this is supposed to start the beginning of next month. And, it's gonna be done in a month and a half, so it's gonna, should finish up around the middle of, you know, weather permitting,
Yeah.
the middle of December.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah,
If we have weather like this, should be no issue.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it'll be fine.
They'll be working hard.
We had a motion in a second, so I expect the votes.
Pardon me?
We had a motion in a second, so I think Stacy
I already did.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did we did all votes?
Yep.
It's a done deal, right?
Before the discussion.
A little late on that one.
After we vote. So, okay, I thought you had some more votes.
Nick's gonna give us a brief, information about this NICOR, resolution that we're about to vote on.
So this, I worked with Robinson and our attorney. This is, Nicor Gas Company is doing some work in the easement along Wilmington Peatone Road, and they needed a permanent utility easement. So this is just allowing them to do that. The resolution is written in such a way that it, like sometimes we do, there's still final sign off by the mayor and village attorney. We were working through some legal description language and went back and forth last week, but we're pretty close, but this is just kind of, the resolution you're approving allows there to be some final sign off just to make sure we agree, both sides agree on the legal description, which is not really controversial, it's just being accurate.
And the easement provisions, right?
Easement provisions, so we're hoping that that's all nailed down, but we just ran up against the publishing time and we wanted to get it on the agenda so that this project, if they're ready to move forward, they can. We try to partner with NICOR when we can because we ask them to do stuff for us too, and we wanna be good neighbors and good partners, but this is improving service in the area, so.
And I think they'll still have to submit permit plans for review, this is just the easement, so
Right.
we'll
Right.
get a look at it again.
Right. Okay. That's it.
Okay. So this will be resolution 25-R-20, the resolution approving and authorizing execution of a permanent utility easement with Nicor Gas Company. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion Sluse, second Sturba.
Trustee Sluse?
Yes.
Trustee Sturba?
Yes.
Trustee Hudson?
Yes.
Trustee Sandberg?
Yes.
Moving on to questions of the press. No questions. Any correspondence, communications, or petitions anybody want to bring up? No executive session tonight. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Motion Sluse, second Sturba.
All in favor?
We're-
Aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.